yardage.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Hey, that's good. That's good. Check nickel. Bang.
Topper.
Check. Lucky.
Hey, exit.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. He can't.
80 weapon.
He's not going to get me.
Let's go.
Now Jones throwing on first down. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Here's Jones operating from the gun. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing is Wentz. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, it's Little. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 78 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
I I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he, one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end, could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Jones on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And Tate's got it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Jones now throwing again. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Cody Latimer, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Great 15, great 15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Now a play fake. Wentz. Now he's forced out left. He can run for it, and he will. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. On first down, they go with Dixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go, here we go.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs.
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw is Wentz. Got him in, it's Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Antonio Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season as they are an extra. Point away now from tying this football game. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Vigil able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
It's just me and you.
Hey, Irvin.
It's me and you. Watch out.
What? Squeeze.
Big Ed. Check 31. 25.
Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. On 1st down, Little. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26.
Check 26, check 26. 61, matchbox lights.
On 1st down, Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Dixon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And it's a wobbler, but he does get it to go as it creeps over the bar. And they take a 17-14 lead. It looked a little bit off. You expect more leg out of him, but he did get it to go.
But you and I both know sometimes depending on the angle, they may take a little bit off of the kick in order to make sure that they line it up properly and bring it home through the posts.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back to throw. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Jenkins, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now Jones on 3rd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week. We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Wentz now on first down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Wentz going to throw. And an alley to run. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now Saquon Barkley, and they'll get him down right around the 16. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with a field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Watch a slap. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
Let's go. Great. X3. 218. Chop it. Sunday.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
52's the mic right here over there, Mike. 52's the mic.
A final shot before half for Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Already ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them.
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Antonio Brown, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 25 on second down, Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Dixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Dixon. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. drive in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Wentz going to go on fourth down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Ready, ready. 60 or.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35. Yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got.
They'll run with Dixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Dixon again. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got his man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Throwing on first is Wentz.
I think it all came together there. In break.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Alec Ogletree. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brings up 3rd down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing now is Wentz. He's to the 10. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alec Ogletree able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Wentz. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field. But this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Giants take over. Let's go, boy, bring it up. At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
At the 33-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a give right side. It's Little, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That really sets him back, a loss of 6. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Here's Jones, throwing on 3rd and long. This one is Slayton over the middle. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Throwing his Wentz. And a throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Go. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. A first down run by Barkley unsuccessful as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
53 is the mic. Watch the block. Watch block. Motion. Block. Mike, 53.
Hey, Sam off.
Here we go, D. Hey, watch it. Deuce. Shift. Check the backer.
Hey, wahoo. Ready?
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down now, it's Dixon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 16 yards, a first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues.
Hey, kill. Hey, Ford, kill. Shorty.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And his first carry, he loses the football. And who's got it? The Giants. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, that almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now.
22 jet bomber. Lead grip.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Door, fight.
On second and 12, Jones to Barkley on the check down. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Jones to throw on third down. And Ingram hauls it in. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A toss out to Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 37-yard line.
Here we go, set, 60 or
53, 53. You can't block me.
On second down, here's Barkley. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Again, it's Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the... Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about. Win it. So